Okay, today I'm going to show you a simple concept for a four corners offense. This is especially helpful if somebody wants to do like a 3-2 on you or something like that. You want to take advantage of it to create as many open spaces as you can for shots and for drives and stuff. So as we're looking right now, the defense is in a 3-2 and the offense is in more of like a 2-1-2. And so if you look down at the 3 and 4, these would be more like your forwards, and they're down close to the basket. But as you can see, they're just in a ready-made spot, easy to defend in this defense. So we want to make it harder for the defense. And so simply what you're going to do is, if you recognize that the defense is doing something like this, I want my forwards to go all the way out behind the three-point line. So now what we have is really good spacing, and we're gonna bend the defense and stretch it up. So with the guard with the ball, let's see, as they come in, you notice that too. Let me back up a little bit. You notice that the other guard moves a little bit because he wants to keep easy passing lanes. So this is not one where you just stay absolutely stationary. There's got to be a little movement because you want free and clear passing lanes all the time. So as my guard moved in, the defense, they started squeezing him a little bit. And ideally what we're trying to do, you can pass to the corner if you want, but the real key here is that middle area around the foul line is wide open. So I like to put somebody who is a little bit bigger in there, but the real key is that they are a great passer. So you get yourself a great passer right there in the middle. When we get the ball right in here, there are so many options. So that number 5 spot, they can shoot from there if they're open. They can do a little drive from there. But really, the whole court is wide open to them. And so you look at this, because of where he is, those lower guys can't. Let me back up a little bit. So he's got the ball, and immediately what you're going to see is that the corners are open because the two defenders down below are not going to race out to the corners right away because there's a threat right in front of them. So if they decide to not do anything, then you got a wide open shot. But if they start to move towards you at all, then my guy in the middle there has a really nice clear pass to either corner on here. It doesn't really matter which way it goes. But additionally, what might happen is the ones above start squeezing in. And so when they do, I want my guards to just make a slight little shift for open lanes, and my post at the foul line, he can pass back out. So from this spot, basically from that middle spot, you can drive, you can shoot, and it's simply, all you're trying to do is just bend the defense a little bit. You move that ball around a little bit, make good crisp passes in open lanes, and you're going to move the ball faster than the defense can move. You're going to get a good shot. Then you just got to make sure that those closer to the basket crash the boards, and those who are further from the basket get ready in case there's a long rebound to transition on defense. And again, if you shoot, follow your shot, because long shots tend to have long rebounds. And so if you will think to follow your shot, even though there could be somebody in a much better position than you close to the basket, you've got that momentum of coming in and they don't know where you're coming from. And if you miss on a three-pointer, a lot of times it's going to come back towards you, and it's going to come back with some speed longer, and you get a chance to grab it and have a second chance shot. So that's really it. It's simple. Let me go back through just, basically your principle is you want to spread out and create space. The other thing I want you to notice here is basketball is really a game of triangles. On offense, the more triangles you can create for the person with the ball, the better their opportunities. So we look at number 1 right now. We've got 2 great triangles. The 1, 3, and 5 create a triangle, but also the 1, 5, and 2 create a triangle. And those are just great passing options and opportunities. And so that's something just in general, even if you're playing improv and not a specific offense, you want to look to create space with triangles, especially like 10, 12 feet or so is a real sweet spot because you've got the arm strength. You can get a crisp pass off. You want to have that triangle space because then one defender can't guard 2 people in here. So I love that. Now look in the middle. once we get this ball in the middle here, this is great. When we talk about triangles, how many triangles are created here? Well, we've got the 1-5-3, that's a triangle. The 1-5-2, that's another triangle. Also the 3-5-4. So look at this. The guy in the middle's got 3 different triangles to opt from, and that's just a lot of great space. And it's just really hard for a defense to move. And so those are just the core principles I want you to think about: spreading out and creating triangles. Even if you're not running a specific offense, if you look for those triangle spaces to make it where 2 offensive players are not occupying the same space and 1 defender can't guard 2 people, that's really your ideal to move and space out a zone defense and get some open shots.